Why do we only rest in peace? Why can't we live in peace? Well, this is just my opinion. The world is upside down. We love chaos and we hate order. We hate order. We hate biology. We hate everything that makes sense and love everything that is senseless. Therefore, people don't think that they're happy if there's peace. People are not content when there's peace. People love dysfunctionality. People worship the worst parts of culture and humanity, but then don't appreciate the positivity that people give. People shame those that live in positivity and don't appreciate people that try to make the world better. It's asinine. It really is. So let's get personal. Why is resting in peace not as popular as living in peace? That's a big issue for me because it really bothers me. I don't like the idea that, you hear this all the time. Oh, I was in a relationship, but he was boring. He's a good guy. That's peace. A man that is in his peace, that's centered in peace, has tranquility, is not a viable man. That man is boring. And we do the same thing. A woman that, us men, and I'm guilty of this. I'm like dealing with this now. Like we want what's exciting. So a man that's boring or that's just a regular guy, we get frustrated because we're overlooked for being boring. But then when a woman is a good woman, but she's boring in bed and her sexual intercourse isn't the best, we aren't happy with that. So, men and women we're similar in more ways than we think, and we don't understand. We understand each other, but at the same time, we really don't. I mean, the reality is, yes, we do understand each other to an extent, but we're making the same mistakes. Men will pass up a good woman for being boring in bed, and a woman will pass up a good man for being boring in life socially. And two boring people don't want to get together because instead of them being content with who they are, they wanna attach themselves to something that exposes them to an exciting life. So instead of becoming exciting or creating excitement within themselves, they say, no, let me just find somebody that is an exciting person, and then we'll build from there. But once again, that exciting person is attracted to stability, but then that stability is boring, and then that stable person, that woman that's stably, she's stable and submissive. She's boring in bed, or maybe she's not that fun. Maybe she's not that exciting. She's just quiet and reserved. But so we're making the same mistakes, but then we're looking at each other as if, well, they do this, and we're making the same exact mistake, just the gender reciprocal. I do it. I mean, I just got that's what was going on. Like, I've stopped talking to women that were better for me because they weren't exciting, and you know they were slow. And then I got with that woman that was fast and pretty, but she had no substance. I mean, then it was even a point to where I was only dating women that had degrees, and yeah, that sounds good in theory, but okay, the degree doesn't cook, doesn't clean. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, even I did have a woman that had a sociology degree from UC Berkeley, but all she wanted to do was party and drink. And it was like, with me, I have periods where, yes, I do like to go out and have fun and things like that. But when I'm saving and I'm trying to make business moves, I can't spend my time or money frivolously because I need to invest and I need to put money in stocks. I need to see what works. I need to put money to my marketing campaign, and it might be 6 months or 18 months before I find the right strategy or keywords for my SEO campaign. And when I'm doing that, I don't have time to call a woman every day or to hang out or go out and drink. I gotta be in my right mind more than 50% of the time. So that's boring. But then as I become successful, as the contracts come in, as the accolades come in, then it's like, oh my God, he's successful. Well, yeah, you become successful based off of the boring work. Anybody that just got successful overnight is more likely to lose it overnight. That's why a person that wins the lottery is likely to become bankrupt, because anything that's instantly gratifying probably isn't the best for you long term, and vice versa. So the same way that I and many of my male friends, we look over that woman that's boring in bed. I mean, being boring and being lazy is just different. Like, there's some women that are just super shy and they just won't say it. There's some girls that are super shy. They try to hide behind the makeup and all that, but some girls are super shy. They're scared to look silly. Like, yeah, women are strong in their circle of friends, but you get them outside of their comfort zone, and most women are actually shy when they don't have their friends or other women that are behind them. So some women are scared, like scared to try something or apprehensive. That's why, like, you know, everybody, like, this is a thing that I've come to understand. Like, um, biology, the same biology that'll make a woman attractive is what'll make her unattractive. And I don't think people understand what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna break it down. So a lot of times, let's just get with the science. Unless a woman is completely comfortable with her body, mind, and spirit, which she doesn't really become comfortable until her 40s and 50s, then let's say if you're just out, or let's say you meet a woman, she's pretty, and you have intercourse, and you like, man, it was amazing. Oh my God. But you don't understand. A lot of times women are so like anxious that their muscles tense up or they're not into it. Like, a lot of women don't get pleasure when you're first meeting them because they're in their mind. They want to look perfect. They like there's so much going on in their mind. And why am I saying that? Because muscles, when they have anxiety, their muscles are tighter than normal. So a man will never haven't understand the phenomenon that when a woman gets comfortable with you, the sex will get different. Different, meaning that it might not feel the same, because as she becomes more comfortable, her muscles might actually ease up a little bit and it feels different. But that also might mean that, sometimes if a woman climaxes, her muscles change down there. So if she is able to climax faster than you, then, it might feel completely different. And a guy that's not in love with this woman, that, it was the elasticity the first 2 or 3 times was so crazy that now it just feels different. He's like, oh, now sex is trash. I got to go. But he don't understand that she's actually just become comfortable with you. And sometimes those muscles loosening up could be that could be what happens after the climax. So you got to understand women, and then women have to understand that after we have intercourse with you, and then when you get comfortable and the sex changes, not in our favor, but in your favor, because you're getting more out of it, we get less out of it. And then if there's no love or there's no real bond there, or if that's the only thing that a woman has to engage the man is sexual intercourse, then he's more likely to walk away if he doesn't have kids, or if he's not a hobosexual and is just using you for a place to live. So what am I saying? I'm saying, with women, you guys got to have more to offer than sex, and men, we got to have more to offer than game, mouthpiece, and sex as well, or street cred, or just a fun time. I mean, unless you just want to live and just do what you do, and that's one thing. But if you really want meaningful relationships, then you have to understand, like, once again, men, if a woman is boring in bed, we'll just throw her away. Woman, if the man is boring in real life, she'll throw him away. But he might be boring because, like me, I go through phases. Like right now, I have a lot on my plate. I'm working with the youth. I have a full-time job. I have my daughter, and then I have like a dozen projects that I can't quite get all my attention to, but I might do a little bit a day. I have one main project that I'm working on at a time, and I have other little projects that whenever, it's all about priority. Whenever this or that is a priority, then it's the center of my focus. So I would be boring trying to date a woman because I don't have time to socialize. I don't have time to date. All my time is wrapped around my duties. And my duty isn't to please a woman. My duty isn't to make a woman happy, isn't to satisfy her sexually. My duty is to my community. That's my duty. If a woman wants to help with my duty, she will be rewarded. But to think a man that is in his purpose on his square is going to stop what he's doing to entertain or to win a woman over is asinine. Only men that have nothing to offer or that aren't living in their purpose or that only want women for sexual access try to please them or tell them what they want to hear. You got to understand, us men that are dutiful, and live within our purpose, we operate different. We talk different. We analyze things different. It may come off as arrogant. It may, come off as egotistical, but you have to be almost arrogant and have an ego as a black man that's a businessman, because people are going to tell you no a million times. They're going to tell you that's crazy. Why are you doing that? Just go to work. Just get a check. You don't understand what it takes to look past that criticism and then still be positive. It's gonna come off as arrogant because that's the type of mindset that it takes to be able to take that negativity, overlook it, and then still be audaciously enthusiastic or confident in what you're doing. And if that makes people uncomfortable, or if that makes people look at me or us as arrogant, then so be it. Hey, what do they always say? Uh, I'm not for everybody. Strong black men are not the same as as those men that go along to get along and that just want to tap dance and make a girl smile so he can get in her pants. All of us aren't like that. I may have been like that at a time, and when I drink, I might get thirsty, but that ain't it.